There's a lot of talk in the chat, but that's all it is. Talk. Let me see some of y'all try to back that up. Get creative. I'm already the professor of the 3 stages of hell. A match in which no one has defeated me. And I mean, that should speak enough. But you see, when you have people like DMP pushing me, we got to get even more creative. So let's see what you made of. Iron sharpens iron. So why not pick it up a notch? Iron Man match. And not just any Iron Man match, because that's for normal people in normal federations. This here's me and the boys wrestling, where we put on. So, let's see what you got in an Iron Man table match, DMP. You calling me out, I'm coming for thee. The New Age militia, we don't stand for nothing fictitious. So y'all jump in them ditches while we flip switches like electricians.
.420 DNA. If it's in you, it should be on you. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? A DeBlock promo to kick off the show. Cold open. DeBlock not going to join us tonight because he has a match. He is backstage getting ready, and later on tonight we are going to see him in a match against the demented maniacal psychopath, and we'll talk about what kind of match in a little bit. In the meantime, Me and the Boys Wrestling is brought to you by 420 Designs and Apparel, www.420dna.com. If it's in you, it should be on you. My name is James Owen Brown. Did I already say that? It doesn't matter. Welcome back. This is Season 5. This is Episode 2. Things are moving along. Last week, we saw Pop Culture Punch-Out, kind of the developmental league around here. A bunch of pop culture guys duking it out with some stakes. Those guys are affecting the points of the factions here on the Me and the Boys roster proper. So yeah, big things. If you didn't watch that, go back and watch that. Make a note of who your pop culture guys are. There's a list pinned to the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group. Check out the Only Heels group. Do all those things. In the meantime, let's get down to business. I thought about a recap, but just go back and watch that episode. Just scroll through it, you know? Go back, give yourself a refresher. I'm firing this up now. Future James. Full screen this bad boy as we get a look at the total points, not including Pop Culture Punch-Out. New Age Militia with 11, Team 420 DNA with 10, the Lollipop Guild with 9, the Hellfire Club with 4, Dangerous Goods with 4, and Team Holden with 2. The block pulling out ahead a little bit there. Got all those champions on his roster, so that's what's going to happen. You got to get those belts. You got to get those free points. Right off the bat, we got ourselves a 12K title number 1 contenders match. The winner here going to get a shot against Mike G-Cell. This is an elimination chamber. Starting us off, we got newcomer Riggs and longtime veteran Kennedy. It's an interesting matchup. Two big fellas. Where's Kennedy going? Going to the top rope. No, he thinks better of that. He can't jump that far. Oh, wow. Big power bomb out onto that steel. Who we got next here? Oh, no. End of days on Riggs on that hard steel. Could be disaster. Bet he's going to kick out. 2.5. Who's coming in next? Mr. Moustache on his way into the ring. Now the name isn't changed yet, but it is in real time. In real life, oh yeah. Clubs Kennedy in the back of the head and then fires him into the ring. He wants this in the ring. It's good strategy. You don't want to get hit on that hard steel. You don't want to get smashed into that chain. Look at that. Yeah. Massive cutter. He's going to get Kennedy just like that. Wow. And then hit Riggs again with End of Days. But it looked like maybe he got reversed. James is in the ring now. Misses wild with a Canadian hammer. Goes for it again, and this time he connects with Riggs. Let's see if that's enough to put Riggs away. It is. That's going to do it for Riggs. Oh, wow. James just firing out Canadian hammers every direction. And Mr. Moustache, with the presence of mind to block it, fire a shot right into the back. Here comes Ross Bruce. Second generation Scottish, Irish, Australian superstar. I can't remember what the story was of the Bruce lineage. I'll have to refresh my memory. He gets caught with End of Days, though. I'm not sure what to call that. Poetic liberty. Let's call that the poetic liberty when Mr. Moustache does it. Here comes DDB. Just a nasty piece of work, this man. Oh, wow. Float over, even flow DDT to Ross Bruce. And he's going to hook the leg. Let's see if that's enough. That's going to do it. This man's out of here. Oh, my God. Danger Boy Dana Boyle is firing out DDTs in every direction. Mr. Moustache is down. He's only going to get a 2 count out of that. We're down to 3, ladies and gentlemen. One of these 3 fellas, including myself, going to get a shot at the 12K title. And that is not the way that I'm going to do it, by taking DDTs. Everybody's punching me. I don't understand. What have I done? Oh, okay. Big reversal. Should have gone for a pin there, but instead he gets up and clubs Mr. Moustache. Oh, wow. Oh, Mr. Moustache reverses with a couple of shots to the head. And then a Hurricane Rana. We may have to revisit this later, friend. DDB fires Mr. Moustache out onto that cold steel. And where's he going? This is the high rent district. Oh, he's looking for me? Come on. Oh my God. Danger Boy Dana Boyle just hits an air ball off the top rope. Oh my God. James just did an inverted code breaker right into the face. DDB fires him, and he knows this could be a good opportunity for the man. Got both men down, but instead he's taking a minute to let the crowd know. Oh, wow. Looked like James connected with that Canadian hammer, but DDB didn't go down. He just kind of no-sold the Canadian hammer. Wow. There it is again. Man, slugging people in there. Mr. Moustache is out on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. He is finished in this match. Oh, James going to crank the wrist of DDB and then dump him up and over the top. Come down hard on that arm. 2 feet right in the face. Mr. Moustache trying to get into this action. Oh, James drops Danger Boy flat on his face. Now he's going to the top rope. Let's see where he's going with this. Oh, wow. That's a double stomp right in the sternum from halfway across the ring. And he squares up with Mr. Moustache and hits a backbreaker. A code breaker. Now he's just going to pick the man up. Guillotine him across that top rope while Danger Boy looks on. Oh, wow. 2.5. 2.5 off that guillotine off the top rope. Danger Boy just going to dump this man over. Reverse exploder? Mr. Moustache hits one of those. Who knows what that's called. James going to take a break, but he's going to pay for that stupidity. And we're at 3.5 stars, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to scoff at here. Our first match of the evening. One of the new feet. Oh my God. Mr. Moustache says, "Where is my money?" and he goes for a pin. You ain't gonna beat me like that, sir. One of the new features this year is the match star rating. Right there on the screen. Oh, wow. James just clobbered Mr. Moustache, but he doesn't go down. Why is everybody no-selling my finisher? Danger Boy was going to punch Mr. Moustache, but James wants to punch Mr. Moustache. Everybody just wants to punch Mr. Moustache is what it really is. That's going to do it. James is going to put him away. That's going to leave 2. Danger Boy Dana Boyle and James. The James character. Whoever that guy is. He's going to get body slammed. And then asked, where is my money? DDB takes a minute to let him know. DDB with that massive upgrade. Went from soccer player DDB to shield agent DDB. Ooh, it still gets tagged with a falcon arrow. James still got some fight left. Going up to the top again. Don't see a whole lot of this. And oh, I don't know what happened there. Maybe he connected with the double stomp. Is it enough? Not enough. Danger Boy Dana Boyle going to kick out. As we approach the 4-star mark. Number 1 contenders match for the 12K title. Somebody going to go on to face G-Cell. Oh my god. James just power bombs Danger Boy onto that hard steel. Now they're outside the ring, and this is dangerous territory out here. Wow, I don't know what happened there. The fella's mixing it up. A little bit of glitch. WWE 2K22, the second most glitched game in the history of games so far. It's maybe a good time to talk about the match later while we're on the topic of glitches. The Iron Man table match. It's going to be a 10-minute match. The most puts through a table's Ziz is going to win that match. DMP and a block. Oh, come on. Danger Boy Dana Boyle just went low. And this isn't the first time we've seen this out of this man. He's notorious for this. And he is going to win the match like this. Danger Boy Dana Boyle. USOB. This is not going to stand. This is ridiculous. And the referee missed an easy call there. I guess it's no rules, but still. You want to win like that? That's how you're going to play it? You want to win like that, Danger Boy? Nonetheless, next episode we will see Danger Boy Dana Boyle get his shot at Mike G. Cell's 12K title. And that should be exciting. Two rough and rugged competitors going to square off. Danger Boy Dana Boyle going to see some, potential gold over here. 3.5-star match. They called it great. Okay. It's a good start. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-way table match. Now, table matches are notoriously glitched in these games. It's like somebody, like if it's multiple falls and a table, it's destined to fail. There's Fitz with Cartman in the Surrender Your Soul immediately, and Brook's going to break that up for some reason. Fitz drops an elbow. Brent just kicks Tinky Winky right in the mouth. Brook hits the season 6 Insaguri. Or Uranagi, sorry. Now he's going to hit the Tilt-A-Whirl Stunner on Fitz. Cartman staggers back to his feet. Action everywhere here. Dragon Screw on Brent. Tinky Winky going to slide out of there and grab himself a table. He's got his eye on the prize. Tinky Winky, representing Holden Rhodes' team, hits a cutter on Brook, and it looked like he might have clipped that table. Fitz is down. Oh, Cartman hits the Yokozuna splash. Smush. Tinky Winky feeding Brook while we don't get to see the rest of the action going out of the ring. Oh my goodness. From the second rope. A cutter from the second rope, ladies and gentlemen. You're only going to see that kind of action here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Nowhere else on the internet can you find Tinky Winky hitting a second rope cutter onto my friend Brook. Brook's a chef out in Toronto, runs a couple of restaurants out that way. If you're out that way and you're looking for a spot, let me know. I'll hook you up with the deets. There it is again, the second rope cutter, as Cartman again tastes Surrender Your Soul. Fitz really working those submission moves, but this is a table match, so this man may be a bit out of his element. We shall see. Now I should remind everybody that the last episode, this episode, and I believe the next episode were recorded before we did the draft. So if things are happening that don't make that much sense, that is why. The factions weren't really determined yet. And yeah, so some of it's a bit of a mishmash. Cartman whipped out all the way down to the floor, and Brook and Tinky Winky left alone in the ring. Brook is going to hit the tilt-a-whirl stunner on Tinky Winky as Fitz gets back to his feet on the outside. Brook going to stand Tinky Winky up and drag this man over to the table. Brook doing his best to wrestle this man over to a good spot and smash his head right off the side of the table. Meanwhile, on the outside, Brent military presses Eric Cartman. Fitz and Brent kind of working together to take down the gigantic Eric Cartman. Fitz going to fire him back in. Is Brook going to feed Tinky Winky with elbows? Tinky Winky going to fire back with a punch right in the gut. And Brook's going to hit him with a knee right in the mush. Oh my goodness, Eric Cartman just German suplexed Brent, and he clipped the side of that table and the table broke. Which is something, my God, we've been asking for so long. Have some kind of a proximity situation. Like if you're close enough and it's the guy's this high in the air, you gotta make him smash that table. Otherwise it's nonsense. Oh, Cartman again with that earthquake squash. Or Yokozuna. Just sits down right on a man's chest. You can't breathe with that kind of weight on your lungs. Cartman was going to bring in the table, but Brook stopped that from happening, and then he fires him into the barricade. The table's just kind of in limbo there on the ground. Tinky Winky now got Fitz. Let's see what he's got in mind. Fitz going to reverse and then chop block the knee. Cartman's still trying to get that table, but Brook just won't let him. Now Fitz got the table. Cartman looking for a weapon, but Brook's going to stop that. Tinky Winky going to try and bring it back into the ring. Says Fitz, get in here. And squares up with the man. He's going to drag him to the ropes, smash him into the turnbuckle. And maybe we're going to see that second rope cutter again. While Brook goes to work on Cartman on the outside. We are. Here it comes. There it goes. Oh, what's this? We got a situation developing backstage, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Chuck E. Cheese attacked Bolo Young in the backstage area. Wow. The action is crazy and chaotic here in Season 5 of Me and the Boys Wrestling. Tinky Winky does a couple of circles and then slides a fresh table into the ring. In the meantime, Chuck E. Cheese is dominating Bolo Young. Just slapping him around, making him look like a child out there. You gotta wonder, DeBlock's probably right around the corner getting ready for his match. Fitz got Tinky Winky in a bad spot here. Fitz is going to rock bottom Tinky Winky through a table. My goodness. As Chuck E. Cheese military presses and just drops Bolo Young on the hard cement. This is out of control. We're down to 3 in this tables match. But meanwhile, we got 2 men going at it. Chuck E. Cheese with a flurry of slaps and chops, elbows. Now he's got a chair and he's just working over Bolo Young. In our main contest here, Fitz seems to have Eric Cartman's number, and that was a nasty looking move, smashing the calves. Chuck E. Cheese got Bolo up. Bolo reverses as Brook and Fitz exchange blows. Russian leg sweep, and then feeds him a couple of shots for good measure. Fitz hits a German on the hard floor. The commentary team's got to take cover a little bit there. Bolo Young kind of regained control here. He's going to clobber Chuck E. Cheese as Fitz throws Cartman back into the ring, but now he's got to deal with Brook. Now Bolo's got the chair. Oh, he bloodies Chuck E. Cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is all over the building here, and just down that hallway, if the camera were to pan, I bet you'd see the Block doing his stretches, getting ready. Wow, Chuck E. Cheese hits the Dominator on Bolo Young as Fitz eats the stairs. Brook asking Cartman, where is my money, as Bolo reverses. Chuck E. Cheese hits a kick to the gut. And pick this man up now. Stalling suplex. Meanwhile, down here, they're bringing it back into the ring. Well, sort of. Oh, Cartman run into the steps now. Look at the debris in the ring. Look at all those smashed tables. Brook hits the Uranagi as Chuck E. Cheese hits like an FU. And there's the tilt-a-whirl stunner again on Fitz as Chuck E. Cheese chops away at Bolo and then picks him up. Oh, wow. Chuck E. Cheese going to walk away victorious from that exchange. Wow. Knocks out Bolo Young in the back parking lot. Some of the... Oh, wow. Brook with a Superman punch. Some of that fallout from the match we saw between Tinky, Winky, and Chuck E. Cheese from Pop Culture Punch-Out, where Holden came down at the end of the match and took matters into his own hands. So obviously, the New Age Militia and Team Holden are not on the same page. Oh, wow. Fitz really nailed Brook with that. I don't even know what that was. And then again with Surrender Your Soul. Look at that power bar go. Brook tapping out. Fitz made this man tap, but it's not going to matter because this is a table match. But still, Fitz making people tap out here. Hits a massive elbow off the top rope. Wow. Taking care of business. Cartman going to hop back into the ring. I need to call up my notes, friends, because I want to talk about what factions these guys are in. And off the top of my head, I can't do it. Eric Cartman is on Team Dangerous Goods. Brook is on the New Age Militia. And Fitz is a member of the Lollipop Guild, captained by Atomic. We are at a 4-star match here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big deal. Bodies flying everywhere. Cartman goes for that sit-down move again, but misses. Brook somehow fell out of the ring and went outside. Oh my god. Fitz hits a power bomb on those shards of the broken table. And wrecks the leg of Eric Cartman. Brook is ready to go. He's letting him know. All the power bars are really, really down. You see that gray part of the power bar that you can't recover. What's going on with Cartman's belly over here? Oh my god, he's having a seizure. Brook taps out again. Fitz is just kind of asserting some dominance in this match. Now he's going to the top rope. He's going to miss with a knee drop. Eric Cartman going to pick Brook up. This is a war, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the 4.5-star mark. approaching that 5 stars. And we've seen some 5 stars, but it's in Royal Rumbles and stuff where there's all kinds of guys doing all kinds of stuff at the same time. Oh, we got more action backstage. It looks like Ross Bruce has attacked Holden Rhodes. Oh my God. Backstage, Ross Bruce has had enough. And I caught wind that Ross Bruce, an active member of the Only Heels Facebook group, which you should join. We have a lot of fun. A lot of comedy. And this man wants a shot at the Only Heels title, and he's well deserving of it. He has been the post of the week multiple times, and it's just a matter of setting that up. So we're definitely going to see this. But Ross Bruce, we're getting a sneak preview right here. Holden Rhodes and Ross Bruce. Meanwhile, this table match rages on. Cartman spinning around in circles, trying to get the blood to flow to the head of Brook. How about that slick editing? Stuff's going on over here. We slide that over to there. Cartman again, only now with Fitz, and then slams Fitz down. Cartman in control now. Ross Bruce about 2. Wow. Backstabber. Codebreaker? I don't know, I always get them mixed up. Either way, 2 Holden Rhodes, and you gotta question the intelligence of doing that move on hard cement like that. But now he's got a chair. Holden's gonna reverse him though, and then pick this man up in a torture rack situation, and then just move him clear in the face. Wow. He's trying to hit him with that chair, but I don't think it's working. Maybe because he's already stunned. I don't know, man. The things in this game never fail to surprise. There goes Fitz rolling out of there. Brook looks like he's setting something up on Cartman, but you do like an alligator roll kind of a thing. As Ross Bruce hits an underhook face buster, and bloodies Holden Rhodes, kind of got the better of him backstage there. And no doubt we're going to see that match revisited down the line, and most likely next week. I have to check my notes. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the 5-star area, and like I said earlier, which was foreshadowing, table matches with multiple falls are notoriously glitched. And even though Fitz has Brook tapping right here, Cartman's getting up to his feet. Fitz is in control. Cartman reverses. Despite all of those things in the action here, this match, unfortunately, has no finish. And momentarily, I had to call it. I had to pull the plug. Not before one more. Tilt-a-whirl stunner from Brook to Fitz. I believe that's the 3rd time we've seen that, and I believe Brook's been in the Surrender Your Soul 3 times. So, turnabout is fair play, I suppose. But I mean, when you hit the 5-star, okay, Brook returning the favor, making Fitz tap out here. We hit roughly the 10-minute mark. At least in my mind, that's where I'll cut it, because eventually you're just not gonna, it's never gonna end. Nobody's getting a table anymore. Why aren't they getting a table? Like Cartman right now, go get a table. He even looks like he wants to, like he's trying to get outside. Like, is Brook gonna bring in the table right here? There's literally a table right there. Fitz gonna headbutt Cartman, stomp him a bunch of times, and then clobber him with a knee. That man's done. Fitz doesn't look like he's done though. Oh, there it is again. Surrender your soul. Eric Cartman forced to tap out. Fitz is just making everybody tap out left and right here. Brook's going to grab him from behind, spin him around. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the best we can do. It's never going to end. Nobody's getting a table anymore. So here's what we're going to do. Next week, Brook versus Fitz versus Cartman in a table match, triple threat style, and we're going to get ourselves a winner. Meanwhile, the Only Heels Facebook group posted the week from Mike Rigby, who posted this picture of El Viscera, which is absolutely horrifying. And then this spiraled out of control. I said it was epic. Alan They said definitely will be available for upload on WWE 2K22 in an hour. And I said hashtag him because we'll get him. And eventually, after about a month of going back and forth, we got him. We got El Viscera, who debuted last week on Pop Culture Punch-Out. And also on Pop Culture Punch-Out, we had a You're Fired Battle Royal to clear up a couple of spaces so that we could get Alan They's versions of Mario and Luigi that I think are better than our versions. So, and then we're going to make them fight. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be amazing. What we have right here, Holden Rhodes versus Heman versus the Stroop versus Petit versus Phil Shaw in a Me and the Boys Championship #1 contenders match. Let's see what happens here. All of these guys, the Stroop still hasn't, he got stung in that title match, but there's some shifty business. And all of the rest of these fellas, He-Man won himself a battle royal a few weeks back to earn his spot. Holden, a former champion. Gale, a former champion. Phil Shaw won himself a table match. Petit, the story, the darling of season 4, came on at the end. Man's taking care of business. Of course, Petit losing last week to King T-Lee. King T-Lee, the current champ of Me and the Boys Wrestling. We're going to see who he's going to feud with next. Or maybe not next. Maybe there's a plan for who's got next. Meanwhile, though, this is a Hell in a Cell 6-pack challenge. Petit hits a European uppercut. James hits a European uppercut. Bunch of mean, vicious dudes in that ring right now. Or in that cell, I should say. The 6-pack challenge, Hell in the Cell, has quickly become one of my favorite things to do in WWE 2K22. I feel like they've instilled in the guys to really use the cage more, like take advantage of all the things that you can do, which is nice. Because like if we're gonna use the cell, I want to see all the things that the cell can do. I don't want to just see a regular match with my view impeded by the cell. That's stupid. Gale going to work on Heman, just pops him with a big right. Phil Shaw and the Stroop going at each other pretty good, and Petit and Holden Rhodes, the two darlings of the live event that we threw a few months back. The two biggest pops from the crowd. Canadian crowd really liking Holden Rhodes. They always say, though, that the Canadian wrestling fans, they're kind of backwards. You know, they cheer for that heel. Phil Shaw hits an angle slam on the Stroop in the ring, and he's going to go for a pin. This could be okay. 2.5. That could have been a problem for some of these fellas, just too concerned with their own fight on the outside of the ring. Oh my goodness. Phil Shaw just smashed the Stroop with a chair, and the Stroop no-sold it, got up like he was barely phased. I feel like the Stroop's got that rage. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. The Stroop effect on Phil Shaw as He-Man gets thrown, goes flying through that cage. The Stroop's going to go for a pin on Phil Shaw. Oh my god. 2 3/4. The action has spilled out of the cage, ladies and gentlemen. The Stroop again setting up for the Stroop effect as Petit gets whipped. Stroop hits it dead center of the ring. Phil Shaw stunned and down. Stroop going for a pin. Nobody paying attention at all. He could steal this. Oh my goodness. The Stroop is livid. He's doing all sorts of weird karate kicks and moves. Still in the ring though. Oh my goodness. Gale smashes the back of Heman right across his knee. Now Phil Shaw mustering up a bit of offense. Big clothesline and a kip up. But the Stroop just going to overpower Phil Shaw. Now the other side of the cage is broken. Holden Rhodes drove Mikey P through the cage. Oh my, the Stroop just tossed Phil Shaw like nothing. Right into that chain link fence. This is out of control. Oh my God. Petit's climbing the side of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey P and Holden Rhodes are climbing up the side of the Hell in the Cell cage as Phil Shaw is smashing the Stroop with a chair. The Stroop going to reverse though, kick Phil Shaw in the stomach, and then it looks like he's setting up again for the Stroop effect as Petit and Holden Rhodes are up on top of the cage. Here comes He-Man. But the Stroop, sneaky, going to go for a pin. Everybody else is on top of the cage. And the Stroop. And everybody looks pissed on top of that cage. Nobody paid attention to the Stroop and Phil Shaw. Phil Shaw took 3 Stroop effects to keep him down. And the Stroop going to walk away with a future title shot. Arrive, raise hell, and leave. The Wild Man, the Stroop. Putting everybody on notice here at Me and the Boys Wrestling and taking down a few tough competitors. That's how we do it here. Opportunities galore here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. 3-star match, very good. Okay. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, this is one I've been waiting for a long time. Dublock versus DMP, the Demented Maniacal Psychopath, in an Iron Man tables match. We have never done this before. Oh, I misspoke earlier. It's 15 minutes. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a long one. Block hits Kind of Days on DMP, and just like that, DMP is stunned. And again, the end of days. The end of the block. Now he fires DMP to the outside, but DMP maintains his balance on the apron. The Block, though, going to smash the giant chest of DMP. Looks like he's got him by the nose. I suppose it's a tables match and there's no rules. DMP just falls flat. Block going to pick this man up. Drag him over to the steps. See what he's got in mind here. This is the first Iron match I think we've done at Me and the Boys Wrestling. It's always a wonder whether or not people are going to want to see the same two guys go at it for 15 minutes, but let's see. If it's a tables match, you could see these guys go through tables 5, 6, 7 times. Who knows? Or they could forget about the tables completely and no one will go through a table and we'll just sit here and they'll just fight to a 0-0 draw. The Block's going to reverse. The crowd is stunned and in awe. They're literally frozen. The crowd is frozen. Don't know what that's about, but it's creepy. Looks like that guy in the green can maybe kind of move his head. But they are stunned. And we talked before, I can't remember if it was on air or not, but the Block and I had talked about maybe they put less emphasis on the crowd and more focus on the wrestling, so it was less likely to glitch out on the wrestling and more likely to glitch out on the crowd. Like, look at that, it's creepy. In the back, they're doing okay. What's going on in the first 2 rows? A third end of the Block. And here comes Riggs. What is this now? Riggs, a member of DMP's faction, which is a lucky coincidence, and has issue with the Block after last episode where the Block came down at the end, took a piece off Riggs. Now these fellas argued back and forth about the word 3, the number 3, THREE. Was it a letter or a word? and whether or not where it classifies in the mix. I didn't weigh in. I wasn't sure. I posted that gif of Michael Jackson eating that popcorn. But it was a heated exchange, and that's all it takes here on Me and the Boys Wrestling to cause some ruckus and commotion. The Blocks got the table set up. Oh, man. Powers the big man up. The fall-away slam, and DMP's legs catch the table, taking advantage of that proximity situation. The first fall here going to go to DeBlock. 1-0 DeBlock. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this tables match. Shift myself here a little bit. Wow. DeBlock with a spinning power bomb. Really taking care of business so far, but the lights have gone out, ladies and gentlemen. DMP is up, and he used some supernatural ability to just show up behind DeBlock and kick this man right in the back. Had him up in position for the 613, but didn't go for it. Instead, hits a basement drop kick. I believe this is the first we're seeing of DMP in action this season. Got a nice makeover. I think he looks tougher. He looks meaner. He doesn't have maggots in his beard, but... Oh, it looked like he threw the table at the Block. Oh no. The sunset bomb, that's what it's called. We saw it earlier. Crazy. DMP all the way up to the top rope. Oh my god, the frog splash. Shades of the late great Eddie Guerrero. Now DMP's got the table. He's going to get that set up. We're nearing the 10-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. I guess the 5-minute mark. 10 minutes to go. Let's see, can DMP even this up? Oh my god. Frankensteiner through the table. DMP back up to the top rope. And another frog splash. As if one wasn't enough. Gets hit with the second one. And look at those broken pieces of table in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. The action is nasty here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. This is an Iron Man tables match between the demented maniacal psychopath and DeBlock. I feel like the logistics of them actually doing it in one of the federations would be it would take away from the amount of damage that going through a table does. The Block drops a flying elbow, shades of Randy Savage. Like you shouldn't be able to get up from going through a table, let alone multiple tables. So it would kind of cheapen it. But not for our purposes, ladies and gentlemen. We don't care about the digital avatars. Let them murder themselves. Uh-oh. Here we go. The DMP sets it up, hits the 613, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, adds the West Coast pop, doesn't go to the dark place, doesn't hang out on the apron, leaps to the top rope, hits the West Coast pop. And if this was a regular match, I gotta believe it would have been over right there. DMP letting them know we are at the 3.5-star mark, almost 4-star mark. Oh my god. Standing moonsault. Irish whip to the buckle. Oh, the Block's got something in mind. Just a giant clothesline. Gonna rattle this man's bones. We are tied at 1, ladies and gentlemen, at almost the halfway mark of this Iron Man tables match. The first ever Iron Man tables match.
Moves outside. What's the plan here? And he's taking this to the outside now.
Let's see, these two are going to meet at the top of the screen. The Block smashes DMP with the table. Wow. Both men not doing so good on the power bars. The Block looking for a weapon here. He's just going to pull another table. Reminds me of that Family Guy bit where he reaches into the bag and it's just more needles. No, this feels like more needles. Maybe that was it Family Guy? Maybe American Dad. DMP with a springboard cross body takes down to block. More importantly, knocks the table out of his hands so that he can't use that as a weapon. And gives you the chance to use it as a weapon and take us over that 4-star mark. Look at that table. You can almost see that it's gimmicked. Pre-cut nonsense. Uh-oh. Okay. 3 amigos coming up here. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. In the middle of the 3 amigos. On the second amigo, the block went through the table. DMP hangs on and hits him for the 3rd amigo. And now he's letting the crowd know he's outside. Springs to the top. Oh my god. Springboard Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Look at this man. He's flying all over the ring. DMP is out of control here. On the top rope. Kind of caught another. This time a top rope. Hurricane Rana. And back up to the top rope. Another frog splash. The display of agility here from DMP, the demented maniacal psychopath, is out of control. This is the setup. And here comes the 613. Followed by... Well, he's not going to do it this time. That's fair. He doesn't have to do it every time. Instead, another frog splash, but goes to the well one too many times, and the block gets those knees up. And hits the end of the block. The block glitches out a little bit because WWE 2K22, the second most glitched game in the history of games, instead going to use his finisher, or try to, but looks like DMP is going to reverse this. Gonna get his head smashed into that turnbuckle just a little bit, but he's gonna no-sell it, come out kicking. And oh my goodness, that's a massive DDT. DMP back up to the top rope. Another frog splash. That's got to be 5 frog splashes as we approach the 5-star mark in this match. Now it probably doesn't register that his hand just hit that table, but it'd be cool. Here comes a third 613. Let's see if he's going to follow it up. He does. West Coast pop. The amount of frog splashes this man's taken. We're going to Frog Splash City. See there, DMP's doing the same thing that Block did, where he's trying to pick up the table, but they're not picking it up. Again, like it looks like he's trying to pick up the table, but he doesn't want to pick it up. In the meantime, we got a fight on our hands here. Snake eyes across that top turnbuckle. DMP says it's go time. It's been go time. Wow, the Block with the Alabama Slammer. And another end of the block. And again, going to pick up that table, but it's weird. Maybe they don't want to pick up the table. Maybe they just want to fight forever. Fight forever. Fight forever. Crowd losing it in the front row. They are not losing it in the front row. They are stationary, static, and in disbelief of what's happening. Why won't either of these men pick up one more table? DMP gonna break this man's legs. And then drop the legs. And again, move over to that fresh, pristine table that needs to be broken, but maybe there's too many pieces of broken table in the ring. How do we clear that out? Shouldn't there be a referee down there to clear the broken pieces? Oh my god, the strength. The strength of the block. Got the man stunned. Not going to pick up a table. Fellas. There it is again. Under the block. Let's see. Does he go down there again? Nope. It's the big splash instead. Now he just got the man in like a clutch there. Got the knee in the back. DMP tapping out. Doesn't mean anything though. Doesn't mean anything. It's a table match. When that happens to my friends, it doesn't mean anything. Sunset bomb. We're down to 1.5 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure is on for the block to grab a table and tie this match up, but in the meantime, DMP's got other plans. More frog splashes. I believe that's number 10. And the table just fell out of the ring. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we can get a refresh on the table. DMP tried to set up the 613, but somehow got countered, and instead he hits a springboard cross body from the second rope. And now he's going back to the outside. Now he's going to pick up a table. He's going to introduce another table into this match. Okay, there's some of that debris. Let's see. Okay, he's going to pick up that table. Set that table up. This could be a mistake on DMP's part. The block going to club this man. This could be a window, but oh my god, the block, rather than using the remaining minute, is going to showboat. And then fire DMP down to the floor. Neither man with a finisher, so I guess you got to earn that. The block just got himself a finisher. But he's using a leg submission move on the outside instead of putting this man through a table. The pressure is on here. We are down to 13 seconds. Both men outside. He's going to flip DMP up and then slam him down. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got to wonder if the block lost track of time there or what. But DMP is going to win this match 2-1. And earn the bragging rights. Look at that. The Crimson Mask. A bloodied DMP.
The reward definitely seems greater than the risk right about now, but we'll see how they feel.
That was a war between two vets on the Me and the Boys roster. No love lost between those two men. DMP standing victorious. Look at that. 5 stars. Greatest of all time, they said. Greatest. The best wrestling match that ever was. We'll see if this match can top it. This is for the Quarantine titles. We've got the Jungle Boys taking on the New DX, taking on Crooked Control. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god. People missing wild left and right here. Johnny Armani just took a knee to the face. Merz Fraser's in the corner. Pete's squaring up with T-Money. Another knee to Johnny Armani. Merz gets hurt and can run. Pete's going to work on T-Money Gang. Oh, look at that. ABJ hits a nasty looking ripcord suplex on Johnny Armani. Thanks for joining me this week, friends. Be sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Check out Pop Culture Punch-Out. We're having lots of fun over there, putting pop culture characters in matches that are affecting the points and stuff over here, setting up new feuds and weird situations. Oh, this is a table match, ladies and gentlemen. Another table match. This show is riddled with table matches because table matches are exciting and glitches are fun and table matches lead to glitches.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating. I think the table really
matches get glitches and snitches, I suppose.
Elbow drop.
We got ourselves 3 pairings here. Right now, Johnny Armani got ADJ. And he's going to Frankenstein or ADJ through a table. And he's going to be eliminated from this match. Now Johnny Armani is going to go stick his nose in some business outside. Let's see, maybe he's going to get another table. He is. Got his eye on the prize here. Jungle Boys want to defend those titles. Johnny Armani taking care of business, making sure there's a table present. Doesn't worry about it. He knows his boy Murs is going to throw that man in the ring. Look at that. There's a table waiting for him. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Okay, the table fell down. Heartbreak Jizzle just escaped disaster right there. Murs going to pick this man back up, but again get his knee chop blocked. And here comes Johnny Armani to fix the situation here. Heartbreak Jizzle just super kicked Murs Frazier, and Johnny Armani responded by smashing him in the back with the table. Meanwhile, Team Money Gang's working over Pete's on the outside. Primetime Pete's and ADJ, members of Crooked Control. Dynamite band from here in the Niagara region. Look at Heartbreak Jizzle with that stalling suplex. Oh wait, that's Team Money Gang. Heartbreak Jizzle just got step up inseguried by Murs Frazier. Murs got this man up. Oh my God, that was a coffin closer through the table. Somebody needs to check that man's neck. That man's neck is broken. Murs Frazier just killed a man here on Me and the Boys Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Heartbreak Jizzle may never wrestle again. Coffin closer through a table. The Jungle Boys firmly in control of this match. Really displaying why they're the champs. Look at Johnny Armani showing off that athleticism. Unbelievable. Everybody wants a shot at Pete's right now. He's going to get dropped on the back of his head. And there goes Heartbreak Jizzle. At least he's walking and got all his appendages in order. Johnny Armani taking it back into the ring, letting the crowd know. Pete's staggered. And Team Money Gang about to get underhooked. Gator roll suplex? I don't know. Johnny Armani stomping away. I know what that's called. There's the back kick. Vicious back kick. Less prevalent this season, but no less devastating. Murs Frazier going to wrestle this man down. Johnny Armani going to fire Pete's back into the ring. And kick him a couple of times for good. Oh my God, backstage. That's the best friends. The best friends are backstage duking it out. Chris, it looks like Chris attacked se5ep backstage. Now we know these guys were having some problems after they lost their titles and se5ep didn't inject himself into the match. Chris took a beating from 2 men. And those titles were taken away. Oh my God. se5ep hits a sit-out powerbomb on the hard parking lot concrete. And then a big knee. It looks like the best friends. I think it's safe to say that that tag team is finished. se5ep's got a chair now. These guys were best friends. I don't understand. That's why they were called the best friends. I don't know what to say. You can see the variance in their suits, though. Chris's suit looks a bit softer. A little more fancy with the crevasse. Shiny glove. Not bad. It's not bad. Oh, wow. Chris really going to work on Honky Tonk se5ep. Now, what happens to the Honky Tonk gimmick? Maybe they're going to have to fight for the Honky Tonk gimmick. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh my God. During our tag team tables match, se5ep of the best friends, who is not in the match, just went through a table at the hands of Chris, and Chris just picks up the dead weight, spins him around, Dominator, drops him right down on that hard concrete. Now he's looking for a chair. Brandon Pete's just got bloodied. Primetime Pete's is bleeding. Murs Frazier's got a table set up in the middle of the ring. He's working with T-Money Gang on the outside. Chris still with that chair. Swings and misses wild. Zippe kicks him now and starting to fight back a little bit. Pete's thrown into the barricade. Table ready and waiting. Right in the middle of that ring. For any one of these fellas to get put through. Now Zippe's got the chair and he's going to work. Just a nasty piece of business tonight. Everybody's popping off backstage. Out of control, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. Okay. Johnny Armani just got caught. And Pete's just tossed him. That looked like Pete's went for a move, but Johnny Armani reverses and hits a giant kick to the head. Meanwhile, Chris, he hit a stalling suplex on Zippe as Pete's goes into the table. He's set up. Johnny Armani with a finisher. Frankensteiner through the table. That's it for Primetime Pete's in quicker control. Out of this match, and we got a 2-on-1 situation. The Jungle Boys and T-Money Gang in this tables match. Chris now has a shovel, though, at the top of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to work on Honky Tonk Zippe. Snap power slam. T-Money says, let's bring it into the ring, and I think that's a mistake. I think you got to stay outside the ring. Oh, that was close. Here's Frazier hits a coffin closer on T-Money Gang, but not close enough to the table to trigger the sequence. Chris with Zippe up now. This should do it. Power bomb on the hard cement. The winner of that exchange is Chris. But the more important part, the best friends are no more. Formerly a dominant tag team here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Honky Tonk Zippe, Honky Tonk Chris. And who knows? Who knows now what the future holds for either of those two fellas. There's another coffin closer on T-Money Gang. The Jungle Boys really going to work on the new DX here. Everybody's neck is broken. Merce Frazier breaking everybody's necks. Johnny Armani setting up the tables. Merce Frazier breaking necks. There's a double team. Merce Frazier holding this man while Johnny Armani pops him one right in the face. There's the Johnny Armani del Sol. And the reversal from T-Money Gang. He's not done yet. Merce was going to drag him to the table, but he elbowed his way out. And there it is again, the Armani del Sol. Which is a gimmick I love. Whoever does it, they'll just put their name in front of del Sol. Now Johnny going to drag him to the table. Now Merce got hold of him. I feel like Johnny just wants to end this match, but Merce is like, nah, put him over here. Look at Johnny. He's like, what do you, come on, man. We just put him through the table. Merce is heated. Merce is all kinds of gassed up right now. He is big mad. Oh my goodness. Now they're going to fire this man to the outside. We're into the 4-star territory, almost 4.5 stars. It's not bad. At least we know we're seeing lots of different moves and all kinds of different stuff happening. It's not a terrible gauge. I'm not sure what the criteria are. I know for a finisher you get big points. For a signature move, big points. For like putting a guy through a table or using a weapon, using different moves. Once the move is used, you don't get any more points for that. So that's cool. Gives us an idea. You gotta have good matches. It's not enough now to have matches. You gotta have good matches. We want those. We don't want anything below 3 stars. Some squash match nonsense. It's rookie numbers. Look at Johnny Armani. Can't accuse him of not having a nasty streak, but that's gonna get reversed. T-Money Gang, no slouch in there. Commentary team's getting anxious. T-Money reverses again. Now Johnny's going to drag this man over. Irish whip him to nowhere.
Oh, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
T-Money Gang going to reverse Merce Frazier and hit him with a Canadian leg sweep. American leg sweep? I don't know. Oh, wow. Look at the power of T-Money Gang. These two teams know each other really well. They've been fighting for Well, all last season. I want to say part of season 3 as well. Look at T-Money Gang putting some distance in between him and the fellas. That's a smart move. How are you going to come out of this? How are you going to get one of these guys through the table, let alone two? Here we see again the Armani Del Sol. It looked like Merz Frazier was setting up, but Johnny Armani not going to give him a chance. Johnny whips this man to the table. Merz got hold of him. And just kind of 3Ds him. 1D through the table. And the Jungle Boys retain the Quarantine Championships. There they are. Your tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. There we get a look at the new tag belts. They just say team on them. Super simple. Nothing too spectacular, but they do the job. There it is. Look at that pile of tables. That's been the story of tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tables, tables, and more tables. These two men letting them know. 4-star match. Game says it was amazing. I'll take credit for that. I booked it. So let's see how detailed my notes are. See if I can tease anything for next week. I believe they are. Yeah, I think we're okay. I can tease a couple of things. Why am I lingering on this? Did I linger? Really, that was the main event, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. I have downplayed the main event of tonight. Where's my notes? I was sure there was more stuff going on. Nope. I should have been following my notes the whole time, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you limp into the barn. But I will tell you, thanks so much for watching with me. DeBlock will be back next episode. There's just time stuff. I'm trying to get a new car, so I don't have the new car, and the old car isn't insured anymore, so I can't go anywhere. And yeah, so I'm here doing this by myself. But anyway, that's breaking kayfabe, but real life, you know the things. But we will be back next episode 3. I believe we have one more episode of kind of loose ends from season 4 and things that we need to dole out. There are a lot of titles on the line next week. Let's see what I got. We're going to see 12K title match, Danger Boy Dana Boyle versus G-Cell. We're going to finally see Block versus Riggs 1-on-1. We are going to have ourselves a QLW title match between Heman and Richie, the American Luchador. And I believe that's a ladder match. So that's going to be exciting. We are going to have ourselves a QLLW title match. The Yellow Ranger, who won that Royal Rumble a few weeks back, finally going to get her shot against Mad Moxie. We're going to have ourselves a number 1 contenders Rumble. I don't know what title yet. It'll probably depend who wins. We're going to see the only heels title on the line. We're finally going to see Ross Bruce take on Holden Rhodes, the American Gangster. And I'll keep the main event a secret for now. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out sharetheshock.ca and do all the things that the block would tell you to do here. I'm sure the information's on the website, so sharetheshock.ca. Check out www.420dna.com. If it's in you, it should be on you, and I will see you next week, friends. Cheers.